Welcome to the Phoenix Prosperity Podcast, where wealth meets legacy. Join your host, Tim Fergestad, as we explore the journeys of Phoenix's finest to success and beyond.
Hello, this is Tim Fergestad. Thank you for joining us. I'm very pleased to have Cole and Matt Tomory with me here today. They're partners running Tomory Family Handyman Services. Welcome to the show, guys.
Thank you, Tim.
Thank you for having us.
Excellent, excellent. All right, so where in the valley are you and where do you service? Let's start there and work backwards.
Well, we're down in Chandler, and then we kind of just service around that area. We don't branch out too far from there, but usually we just do it down in the valley there. And sometimes we'll spread out from, let's see, where's the furthest we've gone so far?
We've been up to like North Scottsdale by request. We have a couple clients who insist on us doing their work. They're realtors, and they like us, they trust us, and so they'll ask us to go to some of these faraway places, and we'll do that. And it's expensive for them to have us do that, but they like us, they trust us, they know our work, and so they put in those kinds of requests.
For sure. That's something that is incredibly valuable nowadays. I mean, whether it's your subcontractors or just in relationships in general are how business gets done. And when you find somebody who's competent, you you hang on to them.
Yes, you do.
All right. And there's, and in this day and age, so many people move around and in particularly in that sort of industry, right? People come and go frequently, I would say, at least in my experience in rental properties anyway, trying to find consistent help. I've managed properties remotely in different states and stuff, and that's a big challenge.
Yeah, we've had way too many customers who talk about how they would hire this handyman guy to come by and they would either not show up or ruin all this stuff and make it more expensive for them. So I'm glad we're a stable base for them to have us.
Heck yeah, nice. That's that. And how's your business grown over the past few years?
Tremendously.
Yeah.
We don't do any paid advertising. We advertise through the Nextdoor app, and also our local hardware store. I'm going to put in a plug for McKay's Hardware in Chandler. They're our favorite and only hardware store that we'll go to. So we have a really good relationship with them, and they pass out our business cards, and we buy all our materials from them.
Okay, sweet, nice affiliate relationship, and you can promote the local businesses. I love it. So how did this come about? Matt, Cole, who started this?
My dad did actually start this because a few of my friends were getting cars from their parents, stuff like that, and I was like, well, where's mine? He's like, I'm not giving you that for free, no way. So we started this business. I was able to learn all these important skills now and make some money. We started off super small where I was just standing behind him and watching him do his thing, but now it's grown. We've been able to make a lot more money and do separate things in the same house and get the time moving. But yeah, he said, no way am I going to give you a free car.
Right.
He got the same car my parents got me, a 1980 something.
Sweet. Yeah, my son didn't. He was 17, right? And we helped pay. It was a match program.
Yeah, we did that with Cole, and I did that with my daughter. But since then, he's purchased two classic cars.
Nice.
And been able to contribute a significant amount to his growing retirement fund at a ripe old age of 19.
Nice. Attaboy. Okay, strong work, Cole. So, yeah, I'll reflect a little bit here and share. I was in middle school when we started. My parents, we cleaned office buildings on nights and weekends. My dad worked on the assembly line at a Ford plant, making trucks in St. Paul, and I'd vacuum and empty garbages, and you're paid by the job, not by the hour, right? So we were like ninjas, right? We go in there and do a fast, quick job and good job, but we were good, but we were fast, and we go to the next place and stuff. That's how I got my first. It wasn't a scooter. It was a moped. That's what I bought my first when I was 15. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that's good memories. But yeah, I think those are incredibly valuable lessons. That's awesome, Cole. And kudos, Matt, for for teaching how to add value and financial responsibility.
Well, how it really started, I mean, my grandfather was a jack and a master of all trades, as was my father. So my father learned from him, and then I learned from my father, and it's time to pass that down to the next generation, which is Cole and his sister Kate.
Nice.
Hopefully I can do the same as well.
Yeah, it's surprising how many people don't have those sort of skills, right? I mean, a lot of people, I mean, I don't know if you call changing a tire a life skill. I suppose it is. But that's
It's around
maybe
the side of the road in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, it's nice to know.
With no cell service.
Right. Some people, I don't know. Like the leaky toilet or the running toilet, or people, just no idea, no idea that they can figure it out. Then go do it.
Helps us. That's where we get our business.
Right. Right. Yeah. And well, how many of your jobs or projects are rental properties or investment properties instead of owner operated or owner resident living in primary residence? I'm sorry.
Not too much, really.
Not many. We have two realtors that we work for, but mainly the work that we do is at their homes.
Okay. Primary residences. Okay.
Yes.
Excellent. Now, this is similarly, right? If this is a generational gap, are those like Arizona has its share of retirement communities? Do you get calls for those, or no? Is it because that generation knows how to fix all their own stuff?
We still go to plenty of though. We have this,
Okay.
I don't know where that is, but we have this one retirement community. I couldn't tell you how many times we've been there. Just the neighbors keep talking to each other, and we keep getting repeat business there.
And it's down in Sun Lakes. Well, the problem is a lot of these people know how to do those things, but they're getting too old to get up on a ladder or do some of these other things. And so they'll have us come out, and I mean, some people just have us come out and replace their furnace filters.
Huh. Okay. Yeah. Just can't be bothered. Not worth it.
Well, and a lot of them are up, you got to go up a tall ladder. And
oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. Okay. So Cole, what are some of the common misconceptions where people services maybe people expect you to do that you don't do, or surprises, the things that you do that they didn't expect you to?
Oh, well, I mean, I'm 19, so they see a young kid walk in their house and they're like, oh, this guy's not doing anything. So they definitely look down on me at first, but I mean,
my computer's not broken, kid. You can leave.
Yeah, exactly. This is random kid on this call. But I mean, some of the electrical jobs people are astonished by I mean, what I've learned, because we've had even one of my father's friends, who's my friend now, is he's a licensed contractor. So we'll do these huge electrical jobs, and they'll watch over my shoulder and make sure I'm not screwing their stuff up. And but yeah, all the electrical, because that's kind of our bread and butter, is we'll do all the electrical stuff. So kind of like we ran circuits through attics, and what else? We installed Tesla chargers as well. But they don't expect me to do anything when I hope I put in some effort on it.
I know that's
the first electrical job we did. It was a few years ago, maybe even 4 years ago, and Cole was wiring in an outdoor security light, and the homeowner came over to me and he's like, "So you're not doing that?" And I said, "No, he's capable." And he was probably 15, and he's up on the ladder, and he's doing his thing. And when he first started out, I inspected his work afterwards to ensure that it was safe and all that. But people got a little nervous when a 15-year-old is playing with their house wiring.
Yep. I taught my kids that. I mean, we started with the low voltage out in the yard.
It hurts a lot less.
Got shocked plenty of times. But
I'm impressed that you guys are doing electrical stuff. That's where a lot of even GCs will, you're like, yeah, I sub that out because I don't like electrical. It doesn't like me, whatever. They never made friends with it. But that's probably a pretty good niche in itself.
It is. Yeah, we've done, how many ceiling fans have we done, Cole, in 4 years?
150 to 200 plus. Every time it hits summer, it's every call is coming to install my ceiling fan.
Yeah. Okay. May and June, the ceiling fan calls come in.
Not to replace them, just install them because there's not
Install
the
over.
original
Both,
builder.
yeah.
Yeah, both.
Huh. Okay. Okay. Yeah. My first house here, I had, yeah, I put in a few for sure. Okay. Yeah, and I have to replace I might call you. I have six outdoor ceiling fans that are original, so they're dated and
You got the droopy blades.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
they're almost dangerous.
Uh, I'll, I'll put in a shameless self-promotion. You can call us at 480-518-7444.
There you go.
All right, all right. Does it spell anything? Is it like
No,
is it like
that's just myself.
the Tomory men or anything? Okay, maybe that'll be a different number someday in the future.
Yeah, maybe next summer we need to start doing that. It's a good
Yeah.
idea.
Thank you, Tim.
Okay, so what are some of the biggest challenges you've had to overcome in this space so far?
I mean, definitely being too young. I mean, people looking down on me, and that's definitely when I first starting off. But I even just learning it at the time because people would see both of us walk in and we charge them, but I'm still standing over the shoulder. But we've learned to split across, and I know what I'm doing now, and he
Mhm.
obviously does. So being able to split that work at first was challenging, and then some of the other was marketing at first. Some of the marketing at first was not as great, and then we expanded to Nextdoor app,
Sure.
and we did Facebook and all the. We started with like family, friends, and just close customers, and then it expanded off because of they just keep telling each other.
Yep,
But
that's
definitely at the
awesome.
start, it was a lot smaller.
Yeah,
Sure. And
lots of word of mouth and lots of repeat business.
yep. Yep, that's a great point you bring up, Cole, is well, first of all, as an analytical, detailed person, I'm slow to act, right? And it's the problem is it's never going to be perfect. Your marketing's not going to be beautiful and exactly the way you wanted it at first. It'll get better over time, but your results, right? Being competent and showing up and clean and trustworthy and stuff, that's what's going to propagate the business really. And word of mouth is referrals are going to be gold. So that's awesome.
Absolutely. And we offer a lifetime warranty on our work. We don't accept any money up front. We only accept payment once the job is done and they're happy. And people love that.
Heck yeah. So what are the bigger goals for the company?
I
You're
guess
growing, you're scaling, you're going to hire other people. How does this work? What's like your 1 year, your 5 year, 10 year goals?
well, for now, we're just kind of gonna keep it going, keep the business up where hopefully the business will keep coming up and I can actually keep this as either a part-time or a full-time at the end. And then hopefully later down the line is teach more people to do this because I mean, not a lot of people know how to do this stuff, as you said. And if we pull more people under our belt and keep teaching them along the line, hopefully this can expand into something bigger than just us two and just a family job.
And then I'll be retiring in probably 3 or 4 years and I'll continue doing it just for golf money and keep me busy.
Sure.
So I don't get sedentary and keep my skills sharp and all that. Because I enjoy this kind of work. It's very
Right.
gratifying.
Nice. Yeah, I do too. I like helping people out too. That's what my dad was that way. We we do all that all the time. He would help. He was replacing light bulbs in the place where he was getting chemo. Yeah, so he that's a pretty good good example of somebody who can't sit still. He's got to go fix something, make things better. Um, let's talk a little bit of investing. You mentioned it. You got retirement going already. That's awesome. Congratulations. How are you? Where are you placing that? What are your thoughts on that? What are your goals? You obviously you're not looking to get cash flow so you can quit your day job, right? You're trying. I imagine you're in growth phase.
Yes, sir. Well, start off small, and then my dad was talking about he wants to retire early, so he started me off with a fund at first, and we would go through all the big company. I have a little bit of a Roth IRA, but it's mostly just a main investment account,
Hmm.
and we look and we call it swing trading. So we swing trade these larger companies, and he kind of just built me up from there on just don't just leave my cash in this empty savings account where it's just gonna sit there. where to actually invest this. And I've probably grown 20% in my investment account now from me telling him stock tips, and then he tells me stock tips, and the
Yeah.
base just builds on from there.
Yeah, not many 59-year-olds get stock tips from their 19-year-old kid and take them seriously.
Right. Right. No, that's awesome. That's awesome. Um, yeah, so it's there's a lot out there, a lot of options, and I don't know what the age requirement. There's no age requirements for like a brokerage account, is there, for like Bitcoin or wallets or anything? Is there? I don't know.
Well, we kind of got around that. I kind of trade under his name in my account.
Yeah, and I got him started about 3 years ago. I opened up a custodial account with Schwab,
Hmm.
and I put it was $500 into each kid's account, and then I went through my analysis tools and said, okay, let's pick some stocks. What do you like? And they're like, well, we like Apple. I'm like, well, let's take a look and see what we think Apple's going to do. And then I'd run it through Zacks and Morningstar and Yahoo Finance and IBD and so on, and Motley Fool. And so we'd use all these tools and see what the real experts think of where this stock may go. And then we'd make investments. And so over the years, him and my daughter have learned how to do that. And so they don't fly blind and pick things because they're pretty and shiny. They pick things because professional analysts think they're going to grow.
Right. Right. I used to just think, oh well, a company makes something I like and I see it selling, that's a good one. And then they may have a good product, but the leadership runs it into the ground anyway.
Right.
So
I've made my few mistakes trading. I've made my few mistakes.
right, right. And well, frankly, they do it like every decade or so. They do this. When I was little, it was a monkey throwing darts, but they had like a cat picking stocks, and they beat over half of the fund managers in Wall Street. So,
Absolutely.
yeah, if they're the experts and yeah, they don't know what's going to happen. Yeah, it's best to diversify, do the indexes and so forth. And you can bet on your favorites here and there and do your research and learn, but it's a tough game for sure to do stocks.
It's
How about
fun.
Yep, yep. So a lot of people when they're entrepreneurs, they put a lot of their money in their investments back into their business and grow it. And that's kind of where I was getting at before, is if you had sort of plans for that. Are you putting a certain amount into marketing? Do you have a referral system set up? Will you increase the rate of those and trying to get more business? And do you have plans to go bigger, hire people?
I mean, right now it's I have a job that I do during the week where I'm the vice president of sales and marketing at a medical company, and so that takes up the majority of my time. This is something we do on nights and weekends
Okay.
for the children, and so we actually have more work than we know what to do with. And so we actually pick and choose the jobs that we want to do. There's some things we don't do. People ask us to replace toilets all the time. I'm like, nah, I'm not going to do that. And they're like, you don't know how to do that? I'm like, I know how. I'm just not going to. It's not a matter of knowledge. It's a matter of will.
Okay. Well,
We do turn down a fair amount of jobs
wow.
because
Okay.
it's not something we want to do, or it's too involved. Because we limit ourselves to one to maybe a full day. If somebody has like 5 ceiling fans or 6 ceiling fans they want done a day, we'll do that. But like bathroom remodels and things like that, we can do that. But it's just too involved.
Okay.
Like, as he said, he has his full-time job, and I'm here at ASU right now. I'm a full-time student, so
Okay. Nice.
during the week I got midterms and stuff to take. And as
Sure.
much as I would like to dedicate a whole week to handyman services, I can't at the moment.
Okay.
So
But if you do have to turn away work, you might be able to get some sort of referral fee from somebody else as you send them the business. Is that
Yep.
things like that before you can scale? Anyway, sounds like you have a really good model, and yeah, if you're turning away work and yeah, you enjoy it, you're growing, it's snowballing, you're getting a fan base. Then yeah, that sounds like a great business model, and sounds like you're executing which is great. All right, so I got a question. You're young for this, Cole, but I'd like it to both of you because this is a new question I've been throwing in, which I quite like. I'll start with you, Cole. What is something you've done in the last 12 months that's changed your life?
Changed my life. Well, I have joined a fraternity up here of age. I would
Oh,
definitely say changed my life. And we just had a parents' weekend. We had all our parents come out with all the members and the brothers of fraternities, and it's crazy the amount of people you meet through this stuff. And it's like I was talking to a bunch of my brother's dads and how, oh, they'd offer me this or this if I came around or stuff like that. Now, I would definitely say the networking of this has changed my life with how many people I do know now.
awesome. That's a great one because there's a saying, your network is your net worth. And I didn't appreciate that coming from an academic background. But when you're off in I don't want to say the real world, but in a more traditional business environment, yeah, it's very true. Matt, same question.
Well, with Cole going off to college last year, and the handyman jobs piling up, I enlisted his sister, who is now 17, so she was 16 at the time, who initially had no interest in the business whatsoever. And Cole and I, we have a tremendous amount in common. He's my son, I'm his father, but we're also very close friends. And so, and a lot of that grew throughout, working together.
Yep.
And
Yep.
with my daughter starting the handyman business, she and I have become a lot closer,
Sweet.
by, working together, and that she is now part of the business. And so, I think over the last 12 months, my relationship with my daughter has strengthened exponentially, mainly due to me spending more time with her and us now having this in common.
Right. And I mean, when you work together on a project, right, you're on the same team and it really kind of creates more of a bond, which is great. And I often ask about legacy plans and stuff. You actually kind of have one already built into the business. This show is a generational legacy playing out right now, which is
Yeah,
awesome,
absolutely.
right? You sharing health, wealth, values, right? And how to treat other people and how to do business. That's great.
Oh, and communication skills.
Yep.
Kids today, everybody's got their screen in front of them, and communication skills, those soft skills today are lacking. Working with the kids, and they're interfacing with customers, they're setting up appointments, asking the customers how they want certain things done, and showing them the work when they're done. And so they've been developing all those skills that are kind of diminishing today.
Heck yeah. Very good. Very good. All right. As we wrap up the interview, exciting plans or initiatives for 2026? Both of you? Matt, you said you're winding down your W-2.
Yeah, actually, yeah, I'm in medical sales, and things get slower for me towards the end of the year. But with the holiday break coming up, Cole is going to have more time, and so whenever I know he's going to have more time and Kate's going to have more time, I start advertising more on Nextdoor, and then that business starts coming back in a little heavier, and so I can fill up those vacation days.
Okay, cool. Any big plans for 26?
Hopefully I get because my major right now is marketing professional sales, and
Perfect.
I'm kind of looking to follow after my father and do medical sales here. So I'm gonna start looking for an internship where it's biomedical sales at any company really, and it's hopefully just keep boosting that up in my resume where I can do
Yep.
these medical sales.
Yep. Yep. Get some experience, grow your skill sets. That's awesome.
Yes, sir.
No, no. So I'm a real estate guy. You guys have any real estate investing, or are you just working on other people's real estate still?
Um,
Just for,
we invest in REITs, and that's about it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I was just putting out some articles on REITs and how it's it's on the one spectrum of real estate investing, right?
Right. Oh yeah.
It's more like a real estate flavored stock, but it is real
It's
estate.
real estate investing for them.
Right. Which you don't get the ownership value or benefits per se as in a public one, right? As the tax benefits, for example, and things like that. But that's again, a lot of my investors like that sort of thing because they want to be passive. They don't want to have to go deal with the headaches of being a landlord and deal and with the taxes and things. So I get it. I get it. I still keep some just for kicks to compare and stuff. as well. But okay, thank you. I'm gonna throw this one to Matt. Looking back, what do you wish you knew sooner about building wealth and success earlier in your career?
Exactly what Cole is doing. I didn't take my retirement seriously until late 30s. And when I started really focusing on investing and the end game of not working for somebody else. I wish I would have known what I know now at a young, ripe age like Cole. So I think he'll retire. He probably will be able to retire at 40. I'm going to be 60 tomorrow, actually. And
happy birthday.
Thank you. And I'll be retiring. I got to get these guys through college. I made a deal with them. I'll pay for your college as long as you get A's and B's. If you get a C, it's on you. I don't pay for C's or less. And so I'll be paying for his college and my daughter's college. And then once I know that they're on their way, I'll be taking a step back and enjoying life a little bit more.
Okay. All right. Matt, Cole, if people would like to connect with you and learn more about the Handyman services, where can they go? What should they do? Who are they going to call?
You can email me at cole.tomory@gmail.com, or my phone number is 602-615-4968. That's pretty, those are my posts, my personal email and phone, and that'd be awesome.
Okay. And it's Tomory Family Handyman Services. Do you have a website?
We do not. We have a pretty big presence on Nextdoor. We were actually voted Nextdoor favorite small business 3 years in a row.
Nice. Congratulations. That's no
So
small feat.
you can find us on Nextdoor. Tons of testimonials and likes and recommendations and all that.
Okay. All right. Great. Thanks, guys. Thank you, everybody, for listening and watching. Thank you very much, Cole and Matt Tomory, for joining us today. We appreciate you sharing your story and your endeavor into the entrepreneurship world and helping everybody out and creating a name for yourself. That's awesome.
Thank you, Ted.
Thank you for having us. It's fun to talk about this.
Inspired by our guests? Visit phoenixprosperitypodcast.com/guest and join us on the show and share your success story with Tim. The spotlight awaits.